Welcome to Your Healthy Kitchen from YRMC.
Welcome to Your Healthy Kitchen. I'm your host, Rita Carey Rubin. You know, there are few things better in my kitchen than the flavorful produce, freshly baked bread, meaty mushrooms, vibrant herbs, pungent sauces, and other delicious delights I find each week at the Prescott Farmers Market. In addition to being a wonderful place to purchase a big variety of fresh produce and prepared foods, it's also a family-friendly venue that builds ties within our community while supporting local family farms. Because the market is near and dear to my family and me, I am thrilled to welcome our special guest, Kathleen Yetman, Executive Director of the Prescott Farmers Market. Kathleen has some great news, stories, and a favorite market meal to share with us today. Welcome, Kathleen.
Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it's wonderful. Always so good to see you.
You too. Excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was walking around the market this past weekend, and just really impressed with the big variety of vendors there now, and all the unique products and fabulous produce that's for sale. Mm-hmm. And the market's come a long way. You tell us a little bit about where it first started and what it has to offer now.
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit organization, and we're going into our 22nd summer season.
Wow.
And we started in 1997 downtown on Goodwin Street with just a handful of vendors. And right now we have about 50 vendors in the middle of the summer and 40 in the winter because we're a year-round market for the last 5 years. So it's really exciting to see it grow and have new vendors with new things there. Yeah, it's just really exciting.
Yeah, 22 years. Yeah. That's amazing. Yes, and some of the things that are offered now, I don't know, I walked around, there's quiche, there's mushrooms,
so
there's tea, there's baked goods, there's coffee.
Kombucha. Tamales.
Yes.
So much good produce, bread, really good, best sourdough bread in town, for sure.
Very best.
Yep.
Baked goods. And you said wood-fired pizza. I saw that too. Yeah, it is just fun. Yeah. It's fun just roaming around.
It is. It smells good and so good.
Yeah, music playing. It's just a great outing.
Yeah.
And yet, you know, I know that and the market is really unique and special because it's truly local. That's right?
Yeah, so we are a producer-only market, which means that everyone that sells there has to grow, make, or raise what they bring to the market. So this protects the consumers or customers so that what they're paying for is actually what they're getting. So we actually do farm inspections to make sure that we have integrity of our market. So next month we start our inspections and our staff goes out with a checklist and we compare it to the crop plan that farmers submit when they apply and make sure that it matches up what's in their booth and also what's in their field. So if they're bringing potatoes and they don't have potatoes in the ground, then we investigate.
Yeah, so you don't want somebody that's buying stuff and reselling it.
Exactly.
You want it to be truly local.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's unique.
Yeah, I think as far as I know, we're the only market in Arizona that does inspections.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. So you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
When you're there.
Yeah.
And I really love, one of the things I love about shopping at the market is that it helps me to eat seasonally because, you know, you buy what the farmers have to offer at the time. And I don't know, it really encourages me to be creative and to make meals with what's available.
Totally.
Which I know you do too.
Yeah.
And we're going to make a meal that's totally seasonal and with what's available is something that you make at home all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell us about it.
Yeah. Thanks
what are we making?
Getting all these beautiful vegetables, asparagus, which is such a short window. It's really exciting. It's here today.
Yeah.
So I have 2 small children, and so I don't have a lot of time. And so instead of really branching out, I'm kind of a creature of habit right now, and I try to make something healthy and easy.
Yeah.
And so burritos are my go-to, and we do it probably 2 or 3 times a week, but it's always different, and that's what's fun. So I go to the market on Saturday and see what's good. So I'm excited today to do some broccoli and some kale because it's just like really great season for those things. And then, you know, as the summer progresses, there'll be tomatoes and chilies and all kinds of really good stuff.
Yeah.
So kind of everything but the kitchen sink.
Well, we should start chopping.
Great.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little oil in the pan here.
I'm going to get some garlic.
You've chopped up some of that garlic, which is green garlic, which is really fun.
Yeah.
It's the springtime garlic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just harvested it last week, most farmers, and then they'll cure it for a few weeks before bringing it as we're used to buying it, where it's kind of cured and a little dried out.
Dried and in the cloves.
Yeah.
So you have some of that, and do you want some onion in there too?
Sure.
Okay. This is a beautiful spring onion with the greens attached, which you can eat as well. Really good stuff.
Oh, this is awesome.
Well, you know, the market is just so important in so many ways. How does it support things like our local economy and, you know, all the local families and farms and the businesses that are there?
Yeah, so like I said, you're supporting actual, you know, local family farms when you shop at the market, and you know who you're supporting, and that money that you spend actually stays in our economy. So when you spend money at a local business, 4 times more of that money stays in our local economy than if you spend it at a big box store. So,
That's remarkable.
Yeah, it's a huge boost to our economy. And last year, our vendors did over $1 million in sales combined. So it's a huge boost to our economy and really exciting.
Totally. Was that at both markets, at the winter and summer?
Yeah, so it's actually our Prescott market locations, winter and summer, and then we have monthly pop-ups that kind of roam around in the summer, and our Chino Valley market as well.
Oh.
So.
Tell me about the monthly pop-ups. That's news to me.
Yeah, we just had one at Gateway Mall last month, and we're scheduling a couple more coming up, so mostly May through October, but people can find information about that on Facebook or on our website. And we do that to try and reach different, you know, locations and different communities and people. And in particular, one of our biggest goals is to reach people who are food insecure or might not have enough money to buy local produce. So our Double Up Food Bucks program is really important. So people with their SNAP benefits, which is food stamps,
right,
can come and get tokens, which they can spend at the market for SNAP-eligible foods. And our Double Up Food Bucks Arizona program allows us to double that up to $20 for Arizona-grown fresh fruits and vegetables. So a family can come in and instead of just $20, can actually have $40 to spend and support farmers, help our economy, eat healthy foods. Yeah, and everybody wins. It's a really great program.
That is a great program.
Yeah.
So they'll just use $20 off of their EBT card,
Exactly.
and then you guys give them $20 worth of tokens.
Correct.
And they can purchase whatever fruits and vegetables they want.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah,
That is
it's amazing.
Such a great program. And these pop-ups, that's really neat.
Yeah.
That's brand new.
Yeah, we just started doing
isn't
that
it?
last year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's been good.
Oh, so watch out for those, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, coming to your neighborhood soon. Well, you know, I've been shopping at the market for the whole 22 years that it's been
Wow.
around, which is so hard to believe it's been 22 years. And I remember when it was just that one block area.
Yeah.
But it was great, and it's even better now. And one of the things, you know, I love is that I know my farmers. You know, I know all the people that have been feeding me for 22 years, and also know the baker that makes the bread that I love, that wonderful sourdough bread, and the folks that make the samosas and the tamales.
Yep.
And it's great. But and I know that's important to you. What are some of the other things that you really love about the market?
Yeah, I love that too, and especially having kids, being able to tell my sons who made the food that they're eating is so important and special. My 3-year-old frequently will be like, "Can I have Allie's bread?" or "Is this Jason's bread?" And yeah, it's so fun to be able to say like, "Oh yeah, Shanti grew this," or "Maria grew this for you." It's really special.
That is special. That's
Yeah.
such a unique perspective.
Yeah, and I also love, you know, knowing my farmers. We have our tagline, which is "See your neighbors, meet your farmers, know your food." And the seeing your neighbors piece for me is really important. I've seen my 3rd grade and 4th grade teacher there, you know, after 20 years, and, you know, really seeing people connect and make new friends and get to know each other, which I think is really important. Building communities, something that's really important to me, so.
Yeah, that happened to me this past weekend. I was just hanging out listening to the music, which is always good, and saw like 4 or 5 people that I haven't seen in a real long time.
That's the best.
It's so nice to meet up at the market. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're cooking up our veggies here.
Looking good.
Looking good. And I made some beans that are actually local pinto beans from Hernandez Farms.
Yeah.
And they're the best pinto beans. They're so wonderful because they're fresher than I think the ones that you buy in the store.
Definitely.
And so they cook up really faster, and they're really tender and flavorful. So I cooked up those last night, and I put some of these yummy smoked chilies
Oh, wow.
from Whipstone Farm.
I gotta get some of those.
Yeah, really adds this lovely aroma and flavor to the pot of beans. So we have that for our burritos, and I brought some whole wheat tortillas and for our burritos, and then I also thought maybe we could try stuffing some collard leaves.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
As well, so we'll see how that works out.
I've never done that. That's so exciting.
Yeah, well, check it out. And you've been with the farmers market for a while.
Yeah, I started working there in 2014.
So do you have some special memories or a special story? I know you probably have many.
I do have many. I'd say one of my favorite things that we do every year is our apple cider pressing. And so we go around and collect apples from the community because people have apple trees and don't know, what to do with all the apples when we have a good year for apples. And so we go and collect them in buckets and bags, and we have volunteers help, and then we bring our 2 apple cider presses to the market, and people get to help press the apples and get to taste it, and then they have a little bit more of an understanding of where it comes from and how it's made and why it might be kind of expensive if someone's hand cranking it each time.
Exactly, and it probably takes a lot of apples.
Yeah, it takes a lot of apples.
Make a little bit of juice.
Yeah, but it's really fun because kids love doing it, and we're always trying to do things for, to get kids engaged in the market and kids activities and taste tests and things like that to make it really fun for families and everybody, really.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
So that's in the fall.
That's in the fall.
That's in the fall. I have to make sure, I've not been able to see that yet, so definitely this year.
I'll send you an email.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm going to work on stuffing
great.
this collard greens here. So what I cut out the big fat rib that's in the collards and just steamed them a little bit to make them tender. And so I'll throw in some brown rice. I'll throw in some of these beans. Collards make a really nutritious wrap. They are really high in calcium. You can get about as much calcium from collards as you do from milk. So super good, and they're kind of sturdy, so I think they'll work pretty well as a burrito wrap. And I'll give you one of these.
Thank you.
I want to make one of your special ones. I'll grab some of this good stuff. Well, Kathleen, how would people learn more about the market? What's going on, and things like about the pop-ups, and maybe sign up for that great newsletter that you have.
Yeah, well, the easiest thing to do is, maybe it's not the easiest, go to our website. You can sign up for a monthly e-newsletter, and that has, what's in season, featured vendors, really helpful information. We also have a text message that we can send out to you for any of our markets so that you can remember to go to the market because it's only a 3 or 4 hour window. And so people forget a lot. Yes. So we send out a reminder.
Myself included sometimes.
Yes. And so that's also on our website. People can sign up for that. And then we can also just show up. Right now we're at Yavapai College from 7:30 to noon every Saturday. And then we also have our Chino Valley Market from 3 to 6 p.m. on Thursdays at Olson's Grain out in Chino. So 2 great markets, and then the pop-up markets are also on our Facebook page. We make events and things, so you can keep track there as well.
So you can keep track there.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, the last 2 years we've had a winter market.
Yeah.
And that starts a little bit later.
We try to make it a little easier for the farmers so they don't have to get up when it's 20 degrees out.
Right.
So it's usually 10 to 1. And I'm not sure where it'll be this winter yet, but stay tuned and we'll keep you updated.
Yeah, and that's unique about this market too, is that it's all year round.
Yeah, we're really lucky that people can grow stuff for us year
round.
All right,
there's my collard green burritos. I think I might have to wrap them a little tighter.
That looks so good.
It looks pretty good, huh?
I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll try it. Check it out. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me. This was great.
It's been so much fun. It's always good to see you, and I know this is a very busy season for you, so I appreciate you being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, and this is the best t-shirt. Do you want to show them what it says on the back?
Oh, yeah.
Who's your farmer? It's a good thing to know. So remember, you can find all of our videos and recipes that always feature fresh, delicious ingredients at yrmchealthconnect.org. You can also follow me on Facebook at YRMC's Your Healthy Kitchen, where I regularly post photos and videos of the meals I make at home, plus news and links to interesting and fun food and garden-related events in the community. Right now, I hear some burritos calling my name. So until next time, eat well and be well, and we hope to see you at the market.